Good morning, lovely people from the FAI Fix community in Upright Health. This is day 2 of my FAI Fix journey. So, see how we go. Hope it's many more days, and all the indications are quite encouraging. Last night, or yesterday, I reported that after doing work on my right-hand side, my left-hand side is now quite stiff by contrast. That is, now I'm getting to see what my left-hand side is really like, now that my focus is off the right. Right feels good. Last night, I did tissue work on my left-hand side, to use the foam roller on my quads, and tried to get to the TFL as well. And sorry about the noise, but I am walking to work. So quads, TFL, and a teeny bit of work on the hamstrings. Really not as much as I should like, but I did do some work, and I also finished it off with a reasonable stretch of the quadriceps against the wall, and got fairly good range. So, and it seemed to release a lot more readily than the right. Now, this is probably at least somewhat on account of my left quads being less powerful, having less muscle mass, being less developed than my right-hand side. Nevertheless, although my left-hand side does feel better, it's not, it doesn't feel as comfortable as my right, which is a little bit of a surprise. But then again, I didn't do as much work as I really felt that I needed to, but it got quite late and I was tired. So what this suggests to me is that the FAI in my right hip is probably on account of weaknesses on the left-hand side for which the right-hand side has long been compensating. And my hypothesis is that as I do work on the left-hand side to release it, I'll probably go through a period where I feel more discomfort on the right-hand side until I get enough activation going on the left-hand side to relieve the strain on the right-hand side. But I'd like to get to the point where, at least where I feel fully, where I feel that I've got full mobility and no discomfort on the left-hand side, and I expect that things will improve quite rapidly once I'm at that point. So today, when I do my daily exercise, I'm going to do some hip flexor stretching on the left-hand side and see if I can get a bit of a quad stretch in as well. And tonight, when I get back home, I'll do another round of tissue work on my left-hand side and do a fair bit of stretching on the left-hand side until I feel that I've done everything I can do there. And I'll do a little bit of tissue work on the right-hand side as well, just to keep that side going well. Obviously, don't have a timeline, but as things stand, work on the quads and hip flexors and TFL seems to bring about the most, seems to be where I need to focus my efforts. I suspect that a lot of the discomfort I feel in my hamstrings, in particular, and my lower back, is not on account of tightness there, because I actually have good range in my hamstrings, but rather on account of inactivity in the glutes. So my right hamstring, for example, which is usually the side that feels especially tense and uncomfortable, feels great, whereas my left feels a little bit, I feel just a hint of a twinge there. But that's great news for me, because it suggests quite persuasively that a lot of what I felt on my right-hand side is caused by something else. That is, the right-hand side is fine. And I can now focus on what's really causing the problems. So thanks again for the FAI Fix. I'll keep you guys posted, and as always, Pain sucks, but life shouldn't.